Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our Tuesday weather update recorded on November the 21st. And I can't believe it's the 21st of November. It feels like 2 days ago I was talking about Guy Fawkes and Melbourne Cup. And now here we are, 1 month away from the summer solstice and a week and a half away from summer on the meteorological calendar. But if you live in New Zealand at the moment, you may not feel like we're close to summer, although the temperatures were certainly summer-like yesterday and again today. Around Auckland and Waikato, Bay of Plenty, Central Otago, all of those places had temperatures into the mid-20s, which is early in the year for that. So for those who do not believe El Nino is here, the fact that we've seen temperature and heat records being broken over the last couple of months, temperature and wind records, is some sign that El Nino's around. But as I said, over the last few months, our location on Earth means that we are not caught up necessarily always in El Nino or La Nina. And so we leave the other people to talk all about the big dramatic headlines, but you come to us if you really want to get a bit more detail. And one of the things we've been saying all year is that our location on Earth, halfway between the equator and Antarctica, means that we don't always get caught up in the El Nino, La Nina events that are measured at the equator. In fact, El Nino is measured out over near Ecuador. So it does affect our weather patterns in this part of the world. We are seeing more high pressure, but because it's broken up a little bit, we're still getting some low pressure zones in the mix. And that's the reason why we're still getting some rain. It's a very good thing to have a broken up El Nino weather pattern for our part of the world. So let's move through. Not a great deal of change over the next couple of days. We're still right through till Thursday, still getting these isolated afternoon showers with isolated thunder today, tomorrow, and again Thursday. But here in the south on Thursday, this is a different change, a southerly front. We've been getting these, twice a week really for the last few months. Now we're starting to see them once a month and they're not quite as aggressive. But again, some more snow on the mountains and another cold end to the week. A bit more rain coming through. This is starting from Friday. This ignores that cold front coming through for the south. But starting here on Friday morning, going through till Saturday morning, more rain, particularly around northern Hawke's Bay and Gisborne. So Wairoa and Gisborne, those areas have got a fair bit of wet weather on the way over the next week, but these totals here, not too extreme, 45 to 60 millimetres over a day. Might get you a rain warning though, as we head in towards Friday. And here on Friday, the reason why it dries out on the south, high pressure, bulldozing its way in, and a bit like when you push a spade into the dirt and you lift it and it kind of pulls the dirt out, this is kind of pulling out the winds and turning them around from a sou'wester to a southeasterly. And that means eastern areas and parts of the North Island too get some rain. Now the timing being a Saturday isn't great, but if you're a farmer in Wairarapa or the lower North Island or coastal parts of Canterbury, this rain will be quite welcome for you as it moves through. But I'm sure on the North Island, especially on the east there, you're probably not too keen in Hawke's Bay northwards to get much more rain. Now, on Saturday itself, that low does deepen. So as I say, that rain comes through Friday, Saturday into the North Island here. So Saturday is unsettled, windy as well a little bit between that low pressure zone and the high. But you got high pressure, low, high, low, and more high pressure all around. So we are in a messy weather pattern at the moment. It is spring. We're actually in the peak of spring really around October, fading out more in November and December. But really the weather pattern for spring doesn't fade properly until another month away from now, usually the end of December. So this low on Saturday drives in a little bit of rain along the eastern side, mostly north of Wairoa and around the Gisborne area, but still look, mostly dry in many other places on Saturday. So while it might show some rain icons for your forecast on Saturday, hopefully for many of you, it's actually not too bad. And our final map for Sunday shows a low pressure zone coming out of Australia. So they've got some showers here that'll be welcome in parts of Victoria, which has been quite dry lately. And over in New Zealand, the other low driving in showers here to the eastern side as well, with high pressure in the middle. So yeah, some areas are getting repetitive wet weather, but others are not. And so we are starting to see some signs of a drying phase emerging, but it's not widespread yet. That's good news. That's not a bad thing at all. So that is all from me for today. Back again tomorrow with our next update. We'll see you then as we track this next burst of rain coming into the country.